how much are you looking forward to the playoff series?
Yeah, extremely. I think we've at times this season we've had some tough periods and gone through for a bit of heartache. But I think over the last 6 or 7 weeks we've played some of the best stuff we've played all year and got some key personnel back. So we're going to the playoffs full of confidence.
Tough start in the playoffs for you.
Yeah, a very tough start. Obviously, Hull are a great side, and we know that more than most this year, having beaten us 3 times and knocking us out the Challenge Cup as well. So we understand their qualities, and we know we're going to have to play well on Saturday.
So, do you use that kind of the fixture, almost the league fixture, and the defeats you've had this season? Do you use that as a bit of a motivation, or do you learn things from that you try to change for this game?
A little bit. I think certainly the defeat at home to Hull a couple of months back was probably the catalyst for our revival in terms of it was the kick up the backside that we needed as a group. That we need to get back on track, and thankfully from that defeat, we learned a few harsh lessons, and since then our form's been good. So that's been a real positive for us, although it didn't probably seem it at the time.
The quality of these players as well, always seems to build you, and you look at the squads and the players involved this year. It seems to get a tougher thing to get to Old Trafford every year.
Yeah, and I think that's the way it should be, isn't it? That's what you want within the competition. You look at the set of fixtures for the first round of the playoffs this week, and any team can win any game. There's no real standout favourites, and that's what you want. It's the team that turns up and performs well on the day will go through.
You're a club that certainly know your way to Old Trafford. Do you feel you've got it within you again this season to get there and challenge for that trophy?
Without doubt. Finishing in 5th position, obviously at the start of the year we'd like to have finished higher than that, but I think you only have to look at Leeds in the last couple of years to show that it's certainly possible. And it's going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of tough games, and you're going to go through tough periods in games where you're going to have to dig deep for each other. But certainly as a group, I know that we've got that in us, and if we can perform well enough, then we certainly give ourselves a great chance.
Do you feel performance-wise, things are kind of building towards that peak that you need to get to Old Trafford?
Yeah, we do. I think we've certainly got a little bit of improvement in us, which is a good thing. I'm confident that if we can brush up on a few areas, then we'll give ourselves a real opportunity.
Do you feel as though you're perhaps coming under the radar a little bit this year as well? A little bit of less focus or attention on you to allow you to get on with it in this playoff series?
Yeah, well I think certainly the middle part of the season, we weren't looking like a team that could challenge for any honours this year in terms of the inconsistency of our performances. But in the last 6 or 7 weeks, that's changed, and I've sensed it amongst the group of players as well, that there's a real confidence in each other that we can go out on the field and perform well, and we're going to need to do that if we're going to be successful.
Given that tough period you mentioned there, and obviously the critics were certainly knocking you during that time. Do you feel it's this season more important than ever to do as well as you can and to get to that grand final?
I mean, every season's important, because there's not many opportunities you get to get to a grand final and win something. Certainly in terms of in your career and as a club, it's not something that you should take for granted. So it's a huge opportunity for everybody, every team, every single player to kind of realise a life's ambition. Every team will be going all out for that, and we're no different.
Can you feel like a natural kind of step up in training, and what's it like in the playoff series? Does that come up a bit of a notch as well in terms of the quality of the game out there?
Yeah, I think certainly in amongst the training group, when we're out on the training field, there's a real change in focus. There's a sense of that there's certainly some massive games around the corner. I think everybody's probably a little bit more quieter because you're thinking about your game, you're thinking about what needs to be done on the weekend. But that's kind of a good thing because it shows that people are focused.